Good morning and welcome to TADSAW Facebook. Hope everybody's doing well. Trust everybody's having a second good month. This month is rapidly coming and we're getting ready to go in the third quarter. We just are finishing up a full moon, which is always enlightening because sometimes people's attitudes change during the moon. So if anybody feels like that's a truism, it is a truism. Everybody's affected by the pull of the moon, some worse than others, some better than others. And then there's also the middle when there's the new moon, and that's when everything else is there. Uh, I want to welcome everybody once again. Our TADSAW statistics so far for in February, we are up to 1,479 service dog teams across the country. 1,029 are male veterans, and 450 are female veteran teams. So, congratulations. We have reached 169 Vietnam veterans, 57 of them are males and 12 females. So, we've had several more Vietnam veterans apply for the program and enter training. We have a Korean War veteran who's be start training this next month in March. He'll be getting a dog, and he's 92 years young, and he's full of vinegar, and the other word that goes with it. So, but he's quite a person. There's 71 train a dog save a family member teams and 43 train a dog save a child civilian community member teams, and 10 of the train a dog save a first responder team. So everything looks good. We'll be putting the new demographics up as far as the diversity numbers that we have for all our teams, and that will be published. I'll be doing that right after the 1st of March. So in a couple of days, we'll have that available, and we try to keep everything up to date. Uh, and we're rapidly approaching that 1,500th service dog team milestone with 21 new teams set to go. So, we should have those teams probably by the we probably should be at team 1,500 probably by the 1st of June, if not before. So it's very exciting. It's going to be congratulations to the team, the veteran, the dog, the trainer, the sponsor for the 1,500th service dog team will be Nape Expo's charity fund. They've become a very big part of our program. They've really made a social impact on the return on their investment to the tune of about 3,000 suicide interventions and 300 suicide preventions with the 300 service dog teams that we've had with them. So we want to thank them for all of that, and they've been a great partner and really have helped everything. Thank all our donors for the support that they give us on a monthly basis. Everybody is equal, and we appreciate everybody's commitment to helping our veterans, our civilian clients, our first responders, our family members. One and all, thank you, thank you, thank you. A thing that I've really had encountered this month has been our veteran clients who are running into, I guess, a brick wall when they go to the VA to get some help filling out the paperwork. And I just want to let everybody know that when you're a veteran, you've been diagnosed with a disability, and that's why you're using the VA. Which is ironic because the federal law, which is underwritten in as the Americans with Disabilities Act, the first part of the law is that to have a service dog, you must have been diagnosed with a disability or a long-term medical condition. And yet the VA doesn't understand that part because they've already diagnosed their veterans with disabilities. But when it comes to signing off on the paperwork, the veteran is told that the VA can't do that. There's some policy that prohibits them from doing it. Or the doctors will say they don't want to be held liable in case the dog bites somebody. But it seems like they're more of an Mary can't than a Mary can. But you, as the veteran, you control the narrative because they already gave you the ability to get a service dog. And if they want to sign off and help you get it, that's fine. But if they don't, you have other paperwork that says so. that you have a disability, you have a rating with it. So you can always utilize that in that paperwork instead of the healthcare provider in the VA system. But like I said, the ADA governs the service dogs, not the VA, but they just don't realize that the only thing they really need to do at the VA system is to say, if you want a service dog, here's the paperwork, go for it. Two things to make sure. One is that you're appropriately trained for handling a service dog by the organization you choose, if you choose to use an organization. And second is that your dog is appropriately behaved and does provide a task that's going to improve your quality of life, whatever that may be. Excuse me. So that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about today was the fact that you, the veteran, control the narrative. The VA is there to be there for you to help you. They're not there to push back and say, you can't do this, you can't do that. Because if they're going to do that, they might as well find a new job where they don't have to say can't all day long. Because really, nobody likes to be negative for a whole day at work. It's really tough on the system. And if you think you've got anxiety, just think about the person that only can say no, 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 and not help somebody. So, like I said, you, the veteran, control the narrative. And this way, will get a service dog. It's whether you go through our TADSAW's organization or any organization. The organizations should be there asking, how can I help you? What are your needs today? That's what the purpose of a service dog organization is. It's to continue to make a difference in the lives of people to improve the quality of their life. It shouldn't be about making a dollar and making a big profit. It's being helping others is not a profiteering type motive. And like I said, that's why TADSAW's commitment to having all Americans apply for a service dog that need it at no expense is because they shouldn't have to worry about how to come up with the money to improve the quality of life of a loved one, child or spouse, or neighbor or roommate or whatever. It should be that let's get the dog, let's go ahead and go through the program and train it so that way your life will be improved. Your quality of life will be greatly improved by having it. And not only that, if you have to replace your service dog, the TATSAW program prepares you for it because this is a participant trained service dog program, PTSD. So when somebody calls me up and they're telling me about anxiety and depression, I inform them that the one thing you end up with is going through the TATSAW program is PTSD, and it's participant trained service dog. So uh, we just like to let everybody know. Anybody who's applied that hasn't filled out their application, if you're having any questions, please contact me. My telephone number is 210-643-2901. If you need help filling out the application, if you need an application resent, it may be because maybe I didn't get your email address down correctly. So you might want to call me and send me your email address. Our website, you can go to the website and get it on contact Bart link, or you can just email me at bart@tadsaw.org. Like I said, I'm available 24/7, 365, which now is becoming more apparent because I schedule Zoom meetings at 4 o'clock in the morning for when I'm doing things overseas with other countries. So I'm used to 4:30 in the morning getting up, but the boys, Chief and Sarge, figure that they're going to give me 2 hours to get up because they know I'm kind of slow, and so they wake me up at 2 hours before the Zoom meeting begins. Whether it's at 4 in the morning, it's 2 o'clock, and if it's 5 o'clock in the morning, they forget that they can go to 3, but they still do it. So it's been a fun time with them, but that's about it. If you're in the program and training, continue to train. Don't complain. Train. If you need any assistance, you can always contact me, and we'll make sure that we get things correct. And once again, thank you for joining TATSAW Facebook, and look forward to seeing you next month with some more updates. What would be nice is if we got 21 teams next month and was able to say we've reached the 1,500, milestone team. But I'll give it a couple more months, so we should be there by May. Once again, thank you for joining us. Uh, Thank you for your sacrifice and service to our country, for our veterans and their families. Thank you for the first responders and taking care of our communities. And thank you for our civilians who supported our men and women that provide service for our country. See you later.